We have got to talk about roller derby.
Whoa! Yes!
It is a roller skating
This
contact
is
sport.
phenomenal, right? Like, if you are a casual fan of roller derby, what you hear from these badass women.
Badass
Ride around that track. Badass. I don't want to say babe because I sound sexist. But I'm saying, but these badass.
I can say badass.
You can say it, but these badass
babes.
Once you hear this story, right, and the engagement and the fun that they have, that you will be a fan. You be from a casual fan to a phenomenal fanatic, because this is engaged. I love it. It's family friendly. It's fun.
It is. There's approximately 1,200 amateur leagues worldwide.
And you need to get up and go support all of them, all 1,200 of them.
Here in Seattle, baby, we have got Rat City Roller Derby.
Rat City girls.
20 years strong.
20 strong. You hear what I'm saying?
20 years strong.
20 years.
They are not doing it wrong. They're doing it derby style.
I didn't know she was a rapper. She ain't 20 years strong, not doing it wrong. Welcome, Babble Buddies community. Boy, do we have a treat for you. The Rat City Roller Derby League.
A league based out of Seattle, Washington. Hello, Rat City.
Hello.
With roller derbies, every roller derby person that I've met, which is these lovely ladies here and everybody I Googled, had amazing names. How do you come up with your names?
I started playing roller derby 13 entire years ago. And when I started, my name was Rome is Burning because my last name is Rome. Then I went through a little period where I was using my real name. And then I came back around, picked a new derby name. So now I am Winnin' Rome.
Winnin' Rome. I love it.
So my skate name is Anne Smashaway, which is the take on Anne Hathaway. My brother, also 13 years ago, my brother was much younger, and his favorite Disney princess is Mia Thermopolis from The Princess Diaries. That's canon in our house. And so it was a little ode to him and to our love of Anne Hathaway.
Princess Diary, that'd be me, right? Like, what is it like? What's your name? Princess Diary Jammer. Got it. And last but not least,
my name is Master Bowder, and it's kind of obviously a play on words if you say it fast enough, but also it has my goal to master the sport of bouting in it.
Nice. So. Now, if you say that fast 3 times, is it the second time it's messed up?
Like second or third. Sometimes announcers just take a slip as well.
Now, Master Bowder, you're not only in the league, you're also on the board, correct?
Yes, and so is Anne Smashaway.
Oh, Anne Smashaway, you're on the board as well.
Yeah.
Now, by you guys being on the board, right? What have you seen, or how have you seen Rat City evolve since the time that you guys been in the league? Could you probably start off in the league first and then became a board member, or was it the opposite way around?
When we started, when the sport had a resurgence in like 2004, 2005, shout out, it is the 20th anniversary of Rat City Roller Derby. Yeah. So it was staged, and it was like a little bit like wrestling, and it came back and people were still kind of doing like the elbows and like the fights and all of this stuff. And it was really fun and like more of a performance than an actual like athletic competition, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very talented. People still skate it. Don't get me wrong. And I think as the years have progressed, it's become like a really athletic focused, like competitive sport. So much so that check my facts. 2016, there was the first Derby World Cup. Does that sound right, folks? And so there was like teams from all over the world like came together. There's even like, pressure to get us in the Olympics at some point. So it's just really evolved from this like fun, campy thing. And we still hold on to the fun in the camp, but like very like focused on just athletic and power and community.
With roller derby, what would some of the goals be? If you could explain to us, what are some of the goals and how do you win? And the rink is how long around? It's like, I'm not sure the dimensions of it, but what is the actual goal, right? Is it more to score, and then who does the scoring and position wise?
Okay. I've been given my 30-second derby explanation for like a decade.
Nice. Okay.
I got you. Okay. So first of all, we play on a flat surface, flat track. You've seen probably the banked track where the kind of bowl goes up. We don't mess with that. We stay on the ground. Each team fields 5 skaters at a time. 2 of those people are jammers, and they're the ones who score the points. There's no ball or anything. The jammers' bodies score by lapping the opponent. So you get 1 point per person on the other team you pass in a lap. So you can get up to 4 points per jam. The other 4 people that are on the track are either trying to assist your jammer get through so they can do laps and get more points, and at the same time impede the other team's jammer from getting through and scoring any points. So you're playing offense and defense at the same time if you're one of the 4 blockers. Jammers just haul ass around the track and try to score as many points as they can in 2 minutes, basically. And then you switch lines. We do that for 2 half-hour periods, and whoever has the most points wins.
And I will just say, as a jammer, it's not just easy skating through. They're trying to hit you down or out of bounds or lots of things, making your life real hard.
With the jammer, how do you guys impede the jammer? Is there an out of bounds?
The blockers can work strategically to hold the jammers back from making forward progress. They can also hit jammers out of bounds, and if they hit jammers out of bounds and they run back on the track, the jammer has to enter behind everyone who was in front of them. So they can kind of stretch the gameplay back and keep that jammer back for longer to prevent them from escaping what we call the pack. You can get low, you can kind of squat down and like go under people's arms. You can come in really hard into like the seam where 2 blockers are next to each other and try to break that seam open. Nice. You can use your toe stops to kind of do some tricks and fancy footwork. There's a lot of different strategies that jammers have. And then I will say, ideally, you're also working with your own blockers to get some offense. So like you might say, hey, Annie, can you hit this player so I can get through right there? And she will do it.
Do you say, hey, Annie, smash away?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and do you have referees, or do you have someone that tries to like keep everyone, somewhat from being so lethal? Do you have a penalty box? Do you guys get in trouble, or is it pretty much a free for all?
I'll let someone else talk.
An incredible team of officials that are both on skates and off skates. The on skates officials are dressed in the zebra stripes, and they're out on the track kind of near us, and they watch for penalties in the pack, which do happen. You can't, unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, like idea of roller derby with the elbows and the punching in the face, that's not allowed. Right. You can hit people with your shoulder, your butt, your hips, other parts of your bodies. But if you do a no-no, they will tell you, and you have to go to the penalty box for 30 seconds. So
nice. A timeout for bad derby play. I like that.
We also have off skates officials that like track the points and make sure that the time clock is doing what it needs to do. And they are incredibly dedicated and to the sport and to the league. And we love them. So thanks, officials.
Thank you, officials. Let's go, Rat City. Let's go. Boom, boom.
Anything that stand out in mind? Do you have any most memorable experience from a bout or a season being in the league?
Okay, this is a very wholesome moment. I was involved for many years with our Learn to Skate program. So any adult who had no clue how to skate would come up through our program, and we would teach them how to stop, how to go, how to jump, how to go backwards. And one of the most fulfilling things for me about derby in general is helping other athletes grow in their confidence in the sport. So I've seen dozens of skaters come through that program and then be at that all-star level, be on a home team level, and just watch them flourish, and their confidence is really special.
Now, with the league being as recognizable as it is, I know Ann Smashaway said that she had heard about the league in Texas. Any names from past players or alumni players that ring a bell?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of skaters. I think there's so many skaters throughout. I will tell a story that's not about a Rat City skater though. And which I think exemplifies. There's a skater out of Gotham. So Gotham is the New York League, another very famous longtime league. And there was a skater there named Susie Hot Rod. And she was in the Sports Illustrated body issue. If you remember this, I don't even know if they still do it, but they had athletes from all different sports, and she made it into this issue. And it was a really cool motivational moment for me, because it was like, oh, there's legitimacy behind what I'm doing. Like, this is something where I can feel powerful and like recognized, and people think I'm strong, and that was like a really, really amazing moment. Some of the people that inspired me when I first started, There were a couple skaters. There's a longtime skater that's on our team. The Throttle Rockets is the home team that we skate for under Rat City. And Betty Ford Galaxy was a long time skater, and very theatrical makeup. And so I definitely knew of her kind of persona. She was also a coach for the junior people a long time. And then I always fancied myself another one, Missile America, who is famous for skating backwards and clocking with a little shoulder. And that was something that I always wanted to do when I was a young wee skater.
With Rat City, you have the league, and then you have different teams within the league. And I know all three of you guys are on different teams. But do you guys kind of still hang out, or do you, after the party, go to after parties together and just kind of hang out and talk about the jam session that may have happened?
Yeah, I think we all have the competition when we're playing against each other, home team versus home team, right? But it's really fun because I don't know what other sport you're going to the after party together. You're saying that was such a cool hit, things like that to each other. Maybe Rome, you have some opinions too.
I mean, I love an after party almost as much as I love to play the sport of roller derby. One of my favorite things is I always try to seek out people who are on the other team, give them a kudos, buy them a beer, kind of like go over what we talked about. Oh, you're so strong. Like I can go, and even during a game, like Annie could hit me off the track so that Bowder can get through. And I'm like, damn, my friends are so good at roller derby, and I'm the one on the floor right now, but next time they'll be the ones on the floor. So it's all in good fun. The community is a really special community.
With the community, right? How have you guys noticed that this Seattle community has supported Rat City in the league?
We are here and still going because of like the greater Seattle community and beyond, truly, and their continued support for Rat City. I mean, it's huge. We started at Southgate Roller Rink down in kind of Burien and White Center area, which is where the name Rat City comes from and kind of why we are Rat City. Those in the area will know it was kind of, that area was called that. And like just continued support. It's been amazing. The fans keep coming out. People bring their kids, people come year after year. And we wouldn't be here. It's not fun to play for an empty room. And it's just been fantastic to see people keep coming back. And I love wearing my shirts around, and you see other people wearing shirts and they get so excited or just engaging because they're in merch outside and, walking the streets or something. It's great.
And one thing that's been pretty darn cool is we spoke to a few people telling them about the upcoming interview that we were going to do with you all. And even though they may not have seen you, they knew about you. And I think that's what is so cool is we told a couple different people and they're like, oh, really? That's awesome. Because just because they haven't seen you doesn't mean they haven't heard of you. And the whole mystique, the whole 20 years, the whole kind of a grungy, gritty Seattle Rat City-ish, you have a fan base that they don't even know they're fans, but they are actually fans because they've heard of you and you keep going. And you have this level of awesomeness and the way that your sport brings the self-empowerment and you show what you got inside of you. And, the older you get, you don't land as easy. The falls hurt a little bit more, but, it's so awesome to, if you guys, like you said, we wear your shirts. If you don't know it, I hope that you do actually know it, that you guys have this legacy that is going, and people think that you are just flipping amazing. And I think that
they think you kick ass.
they do. Yeah, they do. A $sign. Yeah, yeah. So keep going, Rat City. You girls rock.
Badass babes. Oh yeah.
Jammers, badass babes.
It's been a little tough post-pandemic to get people, out of the house into a big crowded space to come and watch an event. I would love to see the league keep growing and kind of re-up our fan base in that way. I think just a lot of things have changed post or during pandemic, depending on how we're thinking about it. We had some rebuilding years in which every single member of the league really took responsibility for making sure that Rat City Roller Derby survived.
Mhm.
And I think that we are well on our way to thriving again, not just surviving. So I would love to see us to be more cemented in the community, get more fans, put our names out there. So yeah, thanks again for this opportunity to put our names out there and to develop that fan base. I think that we will be, back to where we were and even better in the years to come.
Go have some family fun. See something exciting, something strategic, something engaging, something to have your family and friends cheer for people you thought you never would cheer for. The Rat City Roller Derby League. Do it! Get up! Move! Go now.
Or do you have plans? One, how long is the season? Two, do you have appearances or things that you do to engage with the community during the season? And three, how is the best way to contact or to find out about the show schedule?
Yeah, so we have a couple of upcoming bouts for the rest of our home team season. It started in January, and our first home team was last month, and so our next one is March 30th, and have one on April 20th, and then our home team championships on May 4th, which is going to be extra exciting because we also have an alumni exhibition bout beforehand. So we'll get to see some fabulous alumni skaters coming back and just rolling around, hitting each other on the track. How we engage the community throughout our season, a variety of ways. We have fundraisers. Sometimes we have event appearances. We just had a tattoo fundraiser. So we like to get out there in different ways. We're open to opportunities. If people want to partner with us on things, definitely reach out to us. We have our website, ratcityrollerderby.com, and we're also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. But lots of ways to engage with us and just kind of connect with us.
Shans, something just popped into my mind. If you ladies could have a cool bumper sticker, what would the bumper sticker say?
Probably smash away through.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Probably all roads lead to Rome.
Love that as well.
Wow, I did not come prepared, so maybe you need to help me come up with one.
Oh, well, I can. Made it the right way.
There you go.
Like at the T-Birds games, I was like, Everett sucks. So like, what do you guys say?
Are facing like Oregon, a team in Oregon. Do you have like at the All-Star level, right? Do you have a chant that you kind of not really put the other team down, but slightly put the other team down?
What's a derby chant?
We don't. I mean, we have lots of cheers, but they're really focused on ourselves. I would say
Pumping ourselves up.
Yeah, bringing ourselves up. But man, like some of the intros, Rome's team, Grave Danger, has like your team intro this season is like chef's kiss. It's beautiful. It involves fake gravestones. It involves a mythical like situation. There's epic reading. It's pretty good.
You see, and this is why you need to go watch roller derby. Get off your couch again. Come on.
Go.
Excited.
Wow. One word. And what is it, Larry?
You know it. Phenomenal. These ladies are phenomenal. That's my word.
Bam.